Hello, it's Lena. Today I am talking about rescuing a plant that you have overwatered. Yes, I sometimes overwater plants, and I tend to overwater my succulents more than anything else. See this poor pitiful beast? I overcompensated. I had underwatered her for a while and then I overwatered her, and whether it's a succulent or some other type of plant, if you overwater it, here's what you do to try to recover it. I'm definitely going to give this guy some nutrients in order to kind of boost her ability to recover. You know, you guys know I love to use Super Thrive. Most importantly of all though, I'm going to take her completely out of the pot, completely remove all of the soil, and there's two things you can do. You can either spread the soil out and allow it to dry. Make sure you use a moist paper towel around the roots just so that they don't get excessively dry in the meantime. And if it's really, really bad, or I do not have time to wait for it, I go ahead and get some new soil, and I get the appropriate soil for that plant. You know, you don't want to make the mistake of like using a tropical soil in a succulent, or vice versa, using a succulent soil in something that needs a lot more moisture. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is really gently get her out of this pot. Succulents have shallow roots, and I think I also made the mistake of putting her in a pot that's way too big for her. So I'm going to put her in a smaller pot, but first I'm going to remove this yucky stuff. So you can see I had underwatered her, and then I overcompensated and overwatered her. So you can see where she got too dry, and now she's been too wet. I'm going to put her in a smaller pot that's a little bit more appropriate for the type of plant she is. Now, her roots are in this moist soil. I'm not going to leave her out. I'm going to go ahead and repot her right away. Okay, my first mistake that I made with this plant is I put her in a pot that was really way too large for her. That's why she got excessively dry. But then I overcompensated by overwatering her. So now I'm going to put her in this pot, which is a lot better suited for a plant whose root ball is really small. Because she's a succulent and I want to make sure that she drains well this time, I've mixed in some leca with my succulent soil. I'm using fresh soil that is not excessively moist, and it's good new soil, so it has a little bit of moisture to it. And then I am going to try not to forget about her again like I did when she was overly dry, and not overcompensate like I did this time by overwatering her. I'm going to put a little bit of Super Thrive in this bottle to help revive the roots, but I'm going to use such a tiny amount of water. If you overwater a plant, the best thing is to unplant it, because if you decide that you're just going to not water it the next week, it won't help because the soil is overhydrated, which means no matter how long you wait to water it again, in the meantime, those roots are sitting in too much water and they're definitely going to rot. So if you know you made a mistake, just unplant the plant and start over again, because we all make mistakes. And that's it. I'm going to leave her alone. She's got good, fresh, moist soil. She's got the right kind of soil. I gave her a little bit of Super Thrive. I've replanted her in a pot that's smaller and more appropriate for the size of plant she is. And I'm learning my lessons. Check out my other videos. Make sure you check out my garden tour videos, and have fun gardening. Bye guys.